Hey YouTube, it's Eileen. Instead of singing, I wanted to do somewhat of a blog today. I actually wanted to blog about a Tyra Show video that I had actually watched on here a couple of days ago for the first time, even though it's kind of an old episode. It was an episode talking kind of about mixed races and mixed race as per being generically of one race. And my stand, a lot of the people who were on there that were mixed were saying a lot of things that I just personally, I mean, I'm not mixed, I can't really say, but personally, as an outsider looking in, I felt was kind of different than I would have expected, or different than what I thought their experience is. There were a few people of mixed race that were on there that were black and white, that were Hispanic and white, and all those things, and Hispanic and black, and all that other stuff, that were stating basically that they were either called this or they were called that. They were put in, they had to have a more dominant race than the other one, and that their mix, being mixed was um, somewhat of a hindrance to them in life. And me personally, both of my parents are Nigerian, and I'm black. My skin is a little bit lighter because during the slave trade, one of my great 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 grandmothers was, you know, impregnated by a Portuguese settler. So I'm of Portuguese descent, but I'm along 6 or 7 generations. I'm black. So I don't really hold fast to that, to be completely honest. And basically growing up, the mixed girls and the girls who had this and that in them, I felt that they were more privileged than I was. They were considered more beautiful than I was. They were considered more interesting than I was. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, how it makes me kind of think, how is you being of a mixed race a hindrance? I could kind of see that in me being a black girl. I did have animosity towards some mixed girls. And the reason why that was simply because I felt like you're constantly being put above me, like you're better than me because you're mixed. And I mean, I'm not going to be, happy with somebody who I feel like is being put up against me simply because of that. And maybe with the black community, a girl who's black and white with black girls might not be appreciated because we look at her as somebody who's put above us. And the white people, they might look at you as below them because, you know, you still have black in you. But personally, whereas beauty is concerned, a mixed woman has always, in my neighborhood and how I grew up, been thought of as more beautiful than a black woman. That's how it's always been. And for someone of mixed race to kind of say, I feel like I'm discriminated against because of my, um, of the fact that I have two races in me, kind of makes me feel like, yeah, you're discriminated against, but that doesn't mean your discrimination. The discrimination that's the prejudice is not negative. It doesn't seem negative in my eyes because you're viewed as better, more beautiful, more whatever the case may be, more intelligent, whatever. That's how I've been kind of taught that someone of mixed race is. They're above it simply because their skin is lighter. The lighter your skin is in society, the better your life chances. And life chances are basically, the chances that you can, the chances that good things will happen to you in your lifetime. I'm like a sociology major in school, so sorry, I threw a little bit in there. And I'm just like, I don't know, socially, I've never seen a mixed person have problems the way that someone like me would have problems. I would have somebody that's, I would be dating, and a guy would look at me versus my mixed friend, and he would always look at her first, like she's more beautiful because her hair is longer and more, it has that natural weft to it. Her nose is more prominent. She has, you know, smaller lips, whatever the case may be, all the features that are commonly associated with someone being of mixed black and white race. And they were viewed as more beautiful than I was. So for somebody to say I'm being discriminated against, I thought I'm put underneath you. So how can you feel that way? But for anybody of mixed race, maybe they can put their 2 cents in and explain to me how they feel discriminated against. Because I personally, as a black girl, have felt like I felt like there was a lot of, you know, discrimination against me personally because I wasn't mixed. So that's just my opinion. So share your 2 cents and let me know what you think because maybe I'm wrong or maybe you can show me, but mixed, black, white, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, we're all the same, but we're not treated